Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Metroid Fusion playthrough. Last time we got introduced to the main plot of this game. We're investigating the BSL research station, which is being attacked by a vicious X-Parasite, which is a parasite that almost nearly killed Samus Aran, but thanks to the Metroid vaccine that we got, we were able to fight off the virus, and now we're going to try and see if we can stop all of these parasites. There seems to be an unknown agent at work, causing all kinds of havoc here, and we need to do what we can to stop this before it gets to be too late. So we're currently in Sector 1. We need to basically stabilize the atmosphere stabilizers and basically make this place a bit more safe. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So let's see what we can do to stop all of these annoying X-Parasites. So as you can see, there will be a couple of doors as we go through here. These are actually security doors, which they'll unlock as we get further in the game. So basically at certain points in the game you'll find different security locks that will open up these doors. But for now we can't really access any of them, so we're just going to have to move forward and see if we can access them later on. For now though, we're just going to need to keep on moving. Oh my god, that was a huge, huge germ, or whatever the hell that thing was. I don't even know anymore. Okay, so those things right there, those are the atmospheric stabilizers. As you can see, there's definitely something clogging them. So what we're going to do here is we're going to basically just shoot this with missiles. And we need to do this to, I think, 5 different ones, so we basically have to go across this area and find them all, which is, you know, it's just something we'll have to do, I guess. Nothing wrong with that. So right here, make sure you be careful here. Down here is an E-tank, so you can increase your health a bit. But yeah, be careful of these enemies, the ones that come down like swamps. They can actually really, really hurt you. That's the thing, whenever the X-Parasites get away from you, they can actually create, like, much bigger and larger forms that can actually do some pretty heavy damage, so you definitely need to be wary of letting those X-Parasites float around, because you never know what they can create, and they could really create some enemies that might mess you up and just give you a bad time, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Can I can't get up there for some reason. Is there... oh, up here. Honestly, that floor over there looked like floor I could have actually broken, but I guess those are crumble blocks. Okay, I guess that makes sense. So here, we're going to, once again, destroy that with missiles. I think you can only destroy those with missiles, at least right now, so... I'm not sure, you could probably end up sequence breaking a whole bunch of things. This is Metroid, after all, the king of sequence breaking, like, games. So, I'm sure there are ways you could break this game tremendously and have weapons before this point. And of course, there's always the possibility that you might be playing a randomizer or something, where you can probably also get a lot of unique things as well. So here, this is where we'll actually use wall jumps for the first time. This is a hidden room, so naturally you may not find this room, but if you manage to make it up here, you can get some super missiles, or just regular missiles, sorry. And yeah, that's pretty much how this works. So whenever you wall jump, you'll just go kind of... it works differently than what it does in, like, Super Metroid. In Super Metroid, you can kind of do, like, wall jumps off the same wall if you manage to time it right. But here you can only go, like, straight from one wall to the other wall. It's not too hard to do, though. It's pretty much how you'd expect a wall jump to be. So nothing too complicated or out of the ordinary there. So yeah, one thing I did want to say in regards to 100%ing this game is I do not know this game as well as I know Metroid Zero Mission or Super Metroid. And, like, even for, like, the original Metroids and Metroid 2, for those games I at least had a map I was working with, because I knew there wasn't a lot of goodies in those games, and even then, like, I didn't know those games too well either. So, Metroid Fusion I don't know super well, but you know, essentially before I finish the game, if I miss anything, I'll definitely go back and get it. That's definitely going to be my plan of attack. So, do not fret if I end up missing something, because chances are I'll come back to get it anyway. So I don't think we can actually do anything. Oh, okay, no, never mind. We can get missiles, which is definitely something. But there are other items in here too, but I don't think I'm going to wait on those, because if we jump in here, yeah. Samus don't like lava. At least right now, Samus don't like lava. But hey, I do appreciate the missiles. Missiles are good. And we can use missiles to destroy these space pirates. Which, these space pirates do a lot of damage, so... keep that in mind. Thankfully, one missile takes care of them, so... They're not too hard, but they do a lot of damage regardless, so... Just, you know, be very cautious. I'd almost even debate they're not even, like, really worth killing if I'm being honest, but again, to each their own. To each their own. I'm not going to judge anyone who decides to or not to kill them. Okay, so we're still, I think that's number 3, so we still have 2 more we have to find. Do I dare go back here and get map percent? Yeah, let's get map percent. For those who don't know, map percent is basically trying to uncover all of the map. I probably won't actually aim for that, but it is something I like to funnily joke about sometimes, because I think it's just funny how some people call that, like, map percent. You know, just a funny little joke. Okay, so I don't think I can actually go down here, so we need to keep on going. We won't be able to explore all of Sector 1 during this first visit, obviously. If that lava wasn't indication enough. Obviously, we're going to need to come back later when we have other upgrades to explore more of the area. But, I mean, that's basically a Metroid game, Metroidvania game in every sense of the word. And hey, Metroidvania games are fun. I've always enjoyed Metroidvanias. I think the most recent like Metroidvania game I've played was actually Axiom Verge. That was actually a lot of fun. I kind of enjoyed playing that. It was a very, very unique style of game too. It was kind of a post-apocalyptic type of storyline too, which made it kind of interesting. There's like lots of interesting lore about the game too, so if you're into Metroidvanias, I would definitely recommend Axiom Verge. Let me just check. Did I miss? There's like all that area over there I didn't really uncover, but I think we'll get to that shortly, because I think that's like where the next boss is, which we will obviously be getting to before the end of this video. I feel like I'm actually moving through this pretty quickly, all things considered. But yeah, if I had to rank like my favorite Metroid games and any of that kind of stuff, I would say Metroid Fusion's probably my 3rd favorite behind Super Metroid, which is my all-time favorite, and Metroid Zero Mission. Honestly, at some point I do want to try to revisit the Metroid Prime games and try playing them. I do like Metroid Prime, it's just, I never really had the drive to finish it, and I'm also not really big on, like, first-person, like, shooting games, so it was always kind of harder for me to finish that one. But I did enjoy playing with what I did, though. It honestly was a pretty damn good game, not gonna lie. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go over here and save first. When in doubt, guys, always save your game. It's just common sense, really. The last thing you want to do is find out you have to restart everything because you didn't save your game. Okay, so once again we have the eye door. Not to be confused with the enemies in Link to the Past called Igors. I guess they're in other Zelda games too. I just associate them with Link to the Past because I love Link to the Past. There we go. Grab it. Okay, so we are going to have another boss fight here, although this boss fight, if I remember correctly... First, let's get this. Oh, nope! Oh no, the power-up is attacking us. This boss isn't too hard, honestly. Just wait for the eye to appear and then just fire at it. And then you grab it and we get the charge beam. So not really a, like, vital upgrade by any means, but it is another attacking option as opposed to just missiles, so, you know, not going to complain about that. I just want to see, is there anything we can do? Not anything we can do from this angle, anyway. Because apparently there is, like, something up here. I just don't think we can get it yet. It could also have to do with this. And something we'll have to do later, so we can... We will probably just have to come back here later. Which, hey, nothing wrong with that. Ah, there we go. Wait, you have to destroy more with more missiles, or... Okay, no, just the regular blaster will work. Whoa! Anyone up for crab legs? Sounds like a good meal to me. But we'll take the missile capacity. Nothing wrong with the missile capacity. Okay, so here's the last room that has an atmospheric stabilizer, so all we have to do is get this. Now the funny thing is, obviously we can't get this with missiles because, well, it's facing the wrong way, but... Oh, that's kind of cool. You can kind of use the charge beam as a bit of like a pseudo screw attack of sorts. But yeah, you can actually attack this with the charge beam as well, not just missiles. So that's kind of nice. And there we go. All stabilizers online. Atmospheric levels have been equalized. So we have essentially saved this area, I guess you could say. So now we can make our way back to the navigation room. Which there's only one of those, so we will have to go all the way back, unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. Also, those switches, those are basically one-way doors, so if you go back in here, for example, we can't do this. Maybe with the wave beam we could do something to get back, but obviously we don't have that, so... Let us not worry about that, and let us just get back to where we are meant to be, which... Yeah, just a matter of going back and retracing our steps, I guess. Oh yeah, and the charge beam, we can actually rip through these guys a lot easier too. Which is very, very nice. I will admit though, like after playing a bit of Super Metroid, well mainly Super Metroid and Link to the Past combo randomizer, After playing a lot of those lately, I'm actually kind of digging how Samus controls in this game compared to that game. It's kind of hard to go back to Super Metroid sometimes because of just the nature of the controls and everything. You definitely need to kind of mess with the controls a little bit and find a scheme that works for you. But I don't know, it's always kind of awkward, but here it's just kind of nice having like being able to aim in all directions with the D-pad and being able to just switch weapons by just holding another button and using the firing button. It's just really nice and convenient. I really enjoy what they did to kind of make this game more, I don't really want to say convenient, but there's definitely a convenience in terms of the controls. Can't exactly lie there. Atmospheric stabilizers online, but many X have already made it to other sectors, it seems. In particular, Sector 2, TRO, the tropical habitat, shows abnormalities. I suspect the X entered this sector with the help of our unseen saboteur. He or it may be in TRO now. Samus, get over there. We need to put an end to this. Is your objective clear? Yes. Start moving. I'll brief you at the TRO navigation room. Or TRO. I don't know. Whatever he wants me to call it. That's where we're going next. As I listened to the briefing, my thoughts turned to Adam. The real Adam understood me well. He would end orders by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He knew I wouldn't disagree. That was just his way of noting our trust. I wonder if I can trust this computer, too. Never trust a machine. This is why I hate calling customer service, because all customer service businesses have, like, automated services now, and whenever you're on automated services, you can never get to the problem you actually need to discuss, and it's just so much worse than actually talking to a human being. It's awful. Never trust computers, seriously. Don't do it. Okay, that's enough ranting about that. I'm sure you guys don't really care. Those are just my thoughts on automated customer service calls, I guess. Now, this room looks kind of small. I have learned the identity of our mysterious saboteur. Samus, it's an X mimicking you. I have named it the SAX. Ah, the Sax. I believe the SAX came from the capsule containing you, or infected suit parts. It used a power bomb to escape the quarantine bay. That explosion breached the capsules containing all the X that started this disaster. But the SAX is definitely our biggest worry right now. The SAX is mimicking you at full power. You can't face it. If you see the SAX, just run. Don't think about fighting. You are still very vulnerable to cold, an unexpected side effect of the Metroid vaccine. Like Metroids, you can be frozen by an ice beam. Of course, the SAX isn't armed with the ice beam. Stay away. If you see it, just run. HQ says they have bomb data ready in the data room. Bombs will help you find a way out if the SAX traps you. The data room is here, but it's sealed by a level 1 hatch. You'll have to find the security room and release the level 1 locks. But per safety protocols, it's not marked on the map. You'll have to find it on your own somehow, Samus. So first, find the security room and unlock level 1 hatches. Then, go to the data room and get that bomb data. Is your objective clear? Yes. Keep an eye out for the SAX. So here's where the game honestly kind of gets a little creepy. Like, just the idea that there's this, like, super powerful version of you that's basically mimicking you at full strength is... It's very, very eerie if the music that's playing, like, wasn't obvious enough. But it's not something you have to worry about too much. It's not something that's going to be, like, following you throughout the whole game. It's not like Nemesis in Resident Evil or anything like that. It's just, you know, just something you'll have to just remind yourself of whenever you get to that point. So yeah, we need to look for the level 1 security hatches. So I'm trying to remember where exactly those are. I think if we keep going this way, like to the left, That's essentially going to be like forward progress, which we can't make right now. So let's go back this way. And probably next save room we get to, we'll probably end the video there, because we are getting kind of close to end of video time. Besides, we did already face a boss in this episode, so that's pretty neat. Okay, so we're going to go up here first. Yeah, I think this is where we need to be. Hey, a security room. Hey, it's the door opener we're looking for. So now we can open doors that have blue hatches on them. There was actually a room that had a blue hatch in it in Sector 1, but I don't think it actually leads anywhere too important at the current time. We can check that, though, like, later on. But I think it just makes more sense to come back later when we have more upgrades anyway. There is also, like, there is some stuff over here. I just don't think we can access it yet, because we need more upgrades and stuff. But there are some other goodies that are in this general area. We just, again, can't get them yet. Go ahead and get moving in this direction. Since we have a blue hatch right down here, it definitely wouldn't hurt to go down here and see where this goes. They seem like a very small room with not much here, but... okay, never mind. There is definitely something else here, though. We just can't access it yet, I guess. That's the thing. Whenever you find a room that doesn't seem like there's anything in it, there is probably something in it. You just can't get it yet. Basically, Metroidvania exploration in a nutshell. Just something you get used to whenever you play other games of this genre. Actually, can I go back up really quick? There's one thing I wanted to take a look at. Oh, no, I don't think I can do this yet. Never mind. We'll be back later. No worries, we'll be back later. Ouch. Okay, so the data room we're looking for is actually right here. We can't get down that way, though. And with this, we get the bomb data. So now we can morph into a ball and press the B button to lay a bomb. The bombs are actually pretty helpful in the sense that they can actually find some hidden passageways and stuff. So definitely be on the lookout for that kind of stuff. Because you'll never know when you'll find a bunch of different other types of goodies. Like right here, for example. Boom. And we get some missiles. Hooray for missiles! Yay! Uh-oh. Looks like this door got, like, exploded, so we can't go back through where we can. Looks like we're going to be moving through some other parts of Sector 2. Not by choice, either. Well, that's not great, so let's go ahead and save our game, and I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. So, this has been SlimKirby, this has been Metroid Fusion, hope you guys have been enjoying. Next time, we'll explore more of Sector 2 and see what we can find. So this has been SlimKirby, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.